Good evening, everyone, and welcome to SWE Does Evolution. Right then, we're kicking off tonight's show with the SWE Women's Hardcore Championship match. Just looked at the ranking systems and surprised myself that Asuka has not wrestled at all yet in 2025, which means she has held this belt since at least December last year. So a good 7.5, 8 months holding this championship, if not longer. But tonight is going to be a difficult one for her. Fatal 4-way elimination match. Obviously, last person standing will win. The other three must be pinned or submitted to lose. Obviously, ranking points for every elimination and a bonus point for the winner. Sky Blue now up, in with a nice kick. So let's have a quick look where everyone is then. So yeah, Asuka top of the rankings, number 1, plus 15 after 26 matches. Sky Blue, this will be a 6th match. So 5 matches so far, plus 1 overall. Shotzi, I don't recall using much of Shotzi at all in the past. Shotzi Blackheart, 3 matches so far, 2 in 2022 and 1 in 2024. She currently sits on -2 after 3 matches. And then finally, as we know, after a massive win yesterday, Asuka still sits on -5, still sits 1 point off of bottom. Only Sonya Deville and Suri are currently lower than Asuka in the ranking system. So she's got a lot of work to do, but the way this match works, she could get a few eliminations, she could win the match, and all of a sudden, that -5 could become a -1. Which is still not great, but it's much bloody better than where she has been in the past. I've just seen online, by the way, and this is crazy. It's a mad thing that I never thought I'd see, but then, yeah. So Mercedes Moné is currently wrestling in England. She's actually not far from my house, about half an hour drive from where I am right now. And she's just put on Twitter that she's her suitcase is full, so she's selling tonight's ring-worn gear in the car park of the arena. There's going to be some perverts out there grabbing hold of that, I tell you. $1,111 for her ring-worn gear from tonight. How much money have I got? No, I'd never get there in time. Anyway, we're back. All 4 ladies now back in the ring. Remember, it is no disqualifications as well, no count-outs. So, I mean, it's hardcore. We encourage weapons. The Sky Blue fighting back now on Shotzi. This is a match, by the way, that ChatGPT came up with. I asked it for a hardcore championship match, and these are the 4 that it suggested, which I think is quite clever. ChatGPT is a very clever system. If you've not used it before, then have a quick gander. I mean, for work, I use it for work now in some cases. Even if it's just rewording emails and that, it's really good. Especially for school as well, do your homework for you, why not? Asuka with a boot in the spine of Sky Blue, dropping an elbow right across the chest. So remember, there are 5 championships up for grabs tonight. They're starting things off, of course, with this one for the Hardcore Championship. Our next match will be Masha Slamovich going one-on-one against Meiko Satomura for the Underground Championship. Or the Bloodsport Championship, whatever you want to call it. We will have a 6-woman elimination tag team match as Becky, Lynch, Charlotte and Bayley represent the current day, taking on the team of Trish, Lita and Molly Holly. We will see... where's that match gone? Have I accidentally deleted something on my screen? I have. I don't know how I've done that. Okay. Also, we have got a women's tag team championship match. That's the one I've accidentally deleted off my sheet for some reason. We will see Threedom, the team of Io Skye and Kairi Sane, defending those tag team championships against the winners of the number 1 contendership match the other day. Of course, that was the Bella Twins. Then we will see the aforementioned Mercedes Moné taking on Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's YouTube Championship. We have got a 8-woman powerhouse showcase. Jade, Cargill, Bianca, Belair, Jordynn, Grace, Rhea Ripley, Megan, Bayne, Chyna, Nia Jax, and the debuting Bozilla before eventually our main event of the evening. The women's champion Giulia makes a very difficult defense against the giant Awesome Kong. So big night planned out for you, and of course this is just the first half of our big weekend. Tomorrow, TNA Slammiversary as well. Main eventing with Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles for the United States Championship. And some other big matches along the line as well. Asuka, what a kick in the face of Shotzi there. And it's Aja Kong now taking Skye Blue up. And in with a brainbuster. Asuka with the lovely Shining Wizard taking down Aja Kong. Smart maneuver as well. And straight in to the triangle choke. But Aja Kong showcasing her strength and power. Just picking Asuka up and drops her powerbomb styley. Oh! Aja Kong just hits Asuka with the Hurricane. This could be guaranteed a brand new champion. Oh, it's only a 2. It's only a 2 count. Aja Kong decked the champion with a spinning back fist, the Hurricane. But it wasn't enough. Wasn't enough at all. That would have really put the cat amongst the pigeons there. We could have had a guaranteed brand new champion. Big knees in the face by Skye Blue. On Asuka now, boot into the spine as well. Asuka's taking quite a bit of damage here. I don't know how long she's going to be able to survive before things become a bit too much. Skye Blue taking Asuka down once again. Drops into the pin. This could be enough for the elimination. If it is, like I said, nope. Not even a 1 count. Okay. Skye Blue, though, stalking Asuka once again. If she can hit one more high impact maneuver, you know, I reckon that should be enough. She's round the back. Oh, Asuka fighting back, though. Saw it coming. Obviously done her research on these ladies. And Asuka now lock it in. The submission hold here on Skye Blue. Skye Blue survives. She does survive. Okay. No elimination so far. Surprised me so far, to be honest. I don't know why I used so far there twice in the same sentence so far, but there you go, so far. Skye Blue now with the strikes once again. A headbutt into the gut as Aja Kong working over Shotzi on the outside. A bin lid now right into Shotzi. Skye Blue, look at that. Oh my god, Skye Blue just kneed Asuka over the top. Oh, I thought she was going to go for a dive, but she slides up to the side. Okay. Skye Blue now dropping the elbow on the inside the knee of Shotzi before dropping into the pin. The referee is on it. Only a 2 count still. Aja Kong with a headbutt into the back of the head of Skye Blue. Now brings Shotzi back up to a standing base. Asuka comes flying in. Shotzi catches Asuka. Aja Kong just dumping Shotzi to the ground before going after Asuka once again. I think these ladies are aware of the danger that Asuka causes. She is currently top of the rankings and the current champion. It seems like they all just want her gone as soon as possible. And you can't blame them, really. Asuka rolling through Skye Blue once again, locking in that submission for the second time of the match. That could be enough this time round. I don't know how Skye Blue taps. I think she has tapped, you know. I believe Skye Blue just tapped, which will put Asuka up to a plus 16. No, she hasn't tapped, actually. No, because Asuka's still working her over. But Aja Kong did just eliminate Shotzi, I believe, at the corner of my eye. So Aja Kong gets the point. Moves her up to a -4. And Shotzi, Blackheart with the loss, moves down to a -3 after 4 matches. We're down to 3 in this one now then. Now then. Broken guitar. Aja Kong with a pin on Sky Blue. And Aja Kong gets another elimination. All of a sudden, Aja is piling up. Sky Blue moves down to a 0 after 6 matches. Can Aja Kong really pull this off? Oh, it's only a 2 count. Right, with the elimination of Sky Blue as well, Aja Kong now moves up to a -3. So already, she's moving away up the rankings. Still not that much, really. If she was to win this, though, she'd be up to -1, which would be a massive improvement. There's the Hurricane, the spinning back fist. Asuka is down. Is she out for the 1, 2... And she's done it! Oh my god, Aja Kong. What a turnaround for the books. She's gone from -6 to -1 in the space of 2 days. A +5 for the year. That is a huge. She's going to move from 355th position up to 306th. It's still pretty low, isn't it? But it's 306th is technically joint 231st as well. A lot of people -1. But she also holds the championship. Massive, absolutely massive victory there. Asuka with a loss is going to move down to a +14 after 27. Still top of the rankings though. So Women's Hardcore Championship. Let's update this as well. Asuka. So Aja Kong becomes the fifth ever Women's Hardcore Champion. This is her first reign, of course. Following the footsteps of course, Asuka, Jessica Havoc, Maxine Paler, and Jazzy Gabert. And Asuka, her reign is a very long reign, but more because I'm a problem. Comment, not comment, I want a note. One at Evolution 2025 in 4-way match against Shotzi, Asuka, and Skye. Hello, there we go. There we go. System updated. We're all good. And we've had our first championship change of the night. And one I'm very happy about, I must admit. Not that I have favourites, you know, but I am very happy about this one. And could it be the start of 5 brand new champions tonight? Who knows? Let's find out. Here we go then, second championship match of the evening. This is the Bloodsport, or the Underground Championship, if you will. And this will be, I think it's going to be a pretty similar situation. Let me have a quick goosey gander at Masha Slamovich. Masha Slamovich. Oh no, she has had a match, no? Have I got this right? No, okay. This is also her first match of 2025, therefore, again, the belt has not been defended in a very, very long time. And she'll be defending against Meiko Satomura. I think I've just butchered that, haven't I? Masha Slamovich, so far 10 matches in this universe mode, +4 overall since the beginning of 2021. Meiko Satomura, currently 4 matches, -1 overall. For one of the best women in history, it's not a great, what's the words I'm trying to say here? Record, that's the one I'm looking at. So just in the previous match, though, we gave the opportunity to Aja Kong to show what she could do, and she's massively improved her rankings. It's a great chance here, then, once again, for Satomura to do the same thing. Now, remember, if you don't understand how these matches work, it is submission or referee stoppage only. No pinfalls. No ropes as well. And if you do fall to the outside, there's gimps outside who want to hurt you. As Smashovich, yeah, no, Slamovich, not Smashovich. Masha Slamovich, I just said both her names at the same time. Masha Slamovich dumping Mike. I'm gonna Google it because I don't feel like I'm saying it right. How to pronounce Meiko Satomura. You know what? I've got it right, apparently. It's pronounced Meiko Satomura. Okay. I know. Meiko Satomura. Satomura. Not Mura. Mura. Meiko Satomura. I'll put it right, you know. I'm fine. My problem is I never really watched enough of her when she was in NXT and NXT UK, really. I believe is she retired now? Or as good as, I think. Working over the legs of Masha Slamovich, doing a really good job here on the outside. Dropping the knees into the gut as well. Masha done. I wonder what's going to happen with Masha, you know. I wonder whether she might end up on this ever-revolving door of WWE stealing TNA talent. I don't know, to be honest, because she's definitely up there. And she's got an interesting character about her as well. We'll have to wait and see what happens, I suppose. As Satomura now just spearing her into the apron. Satomura, basically, again, ChatGPT suggested Satomura for this match. Looking at her history, she does have a background of... and a style of almost MMA style, I suppose. Oh, she worked for WCW, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. There you go. She's characterised by a hard-hitting, traditional-style wrestling, otherwise known as strong style. So perfect for this championship, really. Slamovich now turning things around with the strikes. This is the second of 5 championship matches we have lined up for you this evening. The Women's Tag Team Championships, or YouTube Championship, and of course the main Women's Championship, all up for grabs as well later on tonight. This is the problem when I wait till far too late to start recording these videos. It's currently midnight. I'm struggling. I'm not going to lie to you. But it needs to be up tomorrow, so I need to get this recorded, edited, and uploaded tonight. So, you know, shit happens. I'm going to survive. Will the match end on the outside here, or does it have to end inside the ring? I don't actually know the answer to that. I'm assuming the way the referee is, the match can end on the outside. Slamovich here working over the knee, rocking some really stiff punches into the knee. Slamovich now taking Satomura up, butterflied, oh, into the pedigree. Wow. The referee does not believe it's enough, though, to finish the match off as of yet. As Satomura sends Masha face first into the ring post. Referee got interested then, though, didn't he? As the blood now starts to pour from the skull. I'm sure I said... Oh, that's pretty cool. You get to throw people in the ring. I'm sure I set this to have a female referee for the whole show, but evidently that's not working, unless specific matches have certain referee types. As Satomura lining up Slamovich, this could be big. The people on the outside, the Lumberjacks, are waiting for something. Oh, no. Slamovich saw it coming, got the arms up, blocks the knee strike, now taking Satomura up, in with the suplex. And when you hook the legs like that, what you do is you tense certain parts of the body up and making that suplex a lot more painful. Satomura now boot into the gut, taking Masha up into a powerbomb position. There's no ropes to drop her on now, but you can powerbomb her to the outside. Wow, that was big. Satomura now. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I've never seen that move before. I quite like that. Satomura now looking for the deadlift German suplex. Again, straight into the barricade by Masha. And this is an opportunity here for Meiko. She's definitely in control of the match. Hit some very effective stiff moves, and it might only be one or two more big moves that finish this match off and call her the champion. Look at that, it's it! The referee calls it off after the Pele kick. We've got another brand new champion. Meiko Satomura. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty happy with. So far, we've had 2 brand new champions tonight, and they're both very, very good, I think. Very good. Okay. Let's add you on to the championship screen. And then we'll update the rankings afterwards as well. defeated Masha. Evolution 2025. Okay, so we have female rankings. Meiko Satomura then. 1 point for the victory. That moves up to a 0 after 5 matches, +1 for the year. Which is what she needs. I mean, this is just the start. Winning the championship like this gives you the opportunities now to defend it and showcase what you can do. Masha Slamovich with that loss moves down to a +3 after 11 matches. Still pretty good, to be honest. And I tell you, 2 brand new champions in 2 matches so far. It's not looking good for the rest of the champions, is it? I mean, I would not be surprised. The way it's going so far, we've still got some big matches to come. We could have quite a few new champions here tonight. Let us move on to our first non-title match of the evening. Right then, here we go. Tornado tag team action. We've got 3 ladies representing the current day in Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch and Bayley, going up against 3 representing the Attitude Era in Lita, Trish and Molly Holly. This is the same as we've done previously. It's going to be a 6-woman elimination tag team match. We're going to give a point for every elimination just to try and help a few of these ladies out in the ranking system in getting up to where they need to be. Because at the moment, if we have a look, Lita currently sits... well, not terrible, I suppose. Lita's on +3 after 9 matches. Trish Stratus is currently on +5 after 15. Again, not terrible. Molly Holly -1 after 1 match. Have I ever used Molly Holly once? Wow, okay. That's bad for us. Becky Lynch currently second in the rankings on 13 after 33. Charlotte is currently in 12th position, 7 after 36. So, I mean, majority of these ladies are doing well, but Molly Holly and Bayley are the ones that are really struggling. They're the ones that really need these ranking points, really. It is also Falls Count Anywhere as well, just to make things a little bit easier for eliminations to happen. Becky now straight into the cross arm bar on Trish. So yeah, we're looking for some eliminations for Bayley and Molly, really, just to really build them up. And it's the Attitude Era ladies that at the moment are in control of the match. Trish diving to the outside looking for the elbow drop. Becky avoids it, now pins Trish. Only a 1 count. I need to put referee counts back on, don't I? I was messing around recently on... well, I had to finish off showcase mode because I had to get a couple of things unlocked so I could download some cores I wanted. So that's now done. And then I started doing some work on my faction, going through the areas where you can unlock the different attires for people. I'd like to get the Straight Edge Society CM Punk and stuff like that. It's just a lot of freaking stuff. I'm not overly bothered. I was going to do showcase mode just to unlock, not showcase, the career one, whatever that one's called. I forgot what it's called now. To unlock Scott Steiner. I just realised you can just download a lot of the stuff off the community creations anyway. It's just the music and ring entrances and that sort of stuff you can't get, but the looks and that are perfect. Bayne now diving in with a cross body on Molly Holly. Lita sending Becky Lynch back into the ring. Obviously no disqualifications as always. For some reason the game just reverts that. I don't mind that so much. I love it when people throw weapons, I really do. Lita just hit Bayley in the head with a stop sign. Bayley's, oh my god. Trish almost took off then. Bayne now around the back of Trish though, in with that reverse DDT into the backbreaker, neckbreaker combo. Molly now going after Bayley. Those are the two we need to get some points for. Lita's there with a forearm, boot in the gut. And in with a twist of fate on Bayley. This could be the first elimination, but Becky is there, and Lita goes straight after Becky now. Ooh, headlock driver. This could be an elimination as well, actually. Lita now with a 1. Only a 1 count. Referee was very slow to get down. Both ladies, well, Lita and Molly back in the ring. Oh, look at Molly there with a drop kick to the outside, taking down Charlotte. There's the pin attempt, but Becky's going to be there to break it up straight away. It's that first pinfall is so important, because that first pinfall is when you... Oh, that could be it. That could be it. We could get 2 here. Bayley's got the submission locked in, and Lita. Becky didn't go for it. Becky hit the manhandle slam, and Molly's head slammed the stop sign. I really thought that would have been enough. Bayley now slamming the face of Lita into the mat as well. There's the pin for the 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. 2. That clothesline there by Trish flattening Bayley. Molly Holly has a hold of Becky Lynch. In with that spinning neckbreaker. Again, that first elimination is really going to be massive, because that's going to define who's going to get the advantage in this match, isn't it, really? That numbers advantage is massive. Let me just double check, by the way, is the game running smooth for you guys watching? I never normally watch the videos back because I hate the sound of my own voice, but just looking at the recording software now, it's a little bit jittery. I don't know if that's just the recording software processing things and not coming through smooth. So let me know what you think about this and see if there's anything I can change. I would like to change the settings, but I don't do it in the middle of the match just in case I break something. But DDT there by Lita on the outside. Pin here on Becky for the 1. But Bayley was there to break it up. Bayley now goes into the ring steps. Molly working over Charlotte. Lita now with the sledgehammer. Sledgehammer, and there's a pin attempt. Only a 2 count on the other side. Is Lita going to dive here? No, it looked like she thought about it, but she doesn't do it in the end. Trish now with a golden shovel. Right across the back of the grounded Molly. No, that's not Molly. I don't know who's down there. Natural selection there by Charlotte could be enough for an elimination. No, Lita's back up. Yeah, there was no way there. Bayley to belly, though. I mean, they're just all very condensed down, aren't they? There could be a chance of a Bayley. This could be it. It is. Bayley gets the first elimination of the match. And if anyone needed it, it was Bayley. 3-2 now then to the New Age. It's Molly Holly who's gone. We're down to 3-on-2 with Becky Lynch, Charlotte and Bayley up against Lita and Trish. And now the numbers game is going to be a big one here. Bayley, look at that big splash attempt to the outside. Lita moved out the way. Becky now stamp on the inside of the leg. Remember, it's also a win. It's a point for the win as well, not just bonus points for the elimination. So, I mean, at the moment, if Bayley does nothing else and wins this match, she's going to be up to a +1 from a -1. So, big match for her. But there's a chance of more eliminations still to come. Leg drop from the top there by Becky on Trish Stratus. This could be the enough to eliminate the second. No, only a 2 count. Trish survives. Pin attempt now by Charlotte on the outside. Charlotte eliminates Lita. It looks like Becky's about to get the third. No, only a 2 count, okay. So Charlotte now moves up to a +8, which puts her up to joint 10th in the rankings alongside Chyna. I mean, it's 3-on-1. It's a matter of time before the match is won by the current day team. It's just all down to who gets that final elimination, I suppose, isn't it? If they were nice, it's Bayley who needs it the most. But none of these ladies are necessarily the biggest fan of each other, are they, really, I suppose? Becky rolls to the outside. There's the boot in the back. And now wrenching back at the neck of the grounded Trish. And Charlotte rolls her over into a Boston Crab situation. I mean, if I was Trish at this point, I'd just tap. It's 3-on-1. You're not going to win this match. You're just going to take more and more damage, aren't you? The elbow there by Becky. Straight into the pin once again. This could be enough. I doubt it, but it could be. It was. So all three ladies get one elimination each. Okay, they passed it around nicely. So Becky with that elimination moves up as well. So Becky with the win and the elimination now overtakes Asuka as the highest rated female on our roster on a +15. Of course, the win earlier on for the loss for Asuka moves her down to a +14. Charlotte with the win and the elimination now moves up to a +9, which puts her up into the top 10 of female wrestlers. And Bayley then with the elimination and the point is going to move up to a +1, which is huge for her as well. On the flip side, Lita with that loss moves down to a +2. Trish Stratus, not Tish, I missed the R. Trish Stratus moves down to a +4, and Molly Holly is going to be -2 after 2 matches now, so not good for her. We need to do some more Molly Holly stuff. Good golly, Miss Molly Holly. Who would have thought at the beginning of tonight that Aja Kong would now be ahead of Molly Holly in the rankings? But that's the world we live in. Big win then for the current day women as we move on. Move on. Move on. Right then, Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. I don't still understand why Threedom insist on coming out separately, but it's not too bad. They're still pretty cool entrances, aren't they, I suppose? Right then, that's what it's all for. Again, like the previous championships held, these two have held the belts for a very, very long time, but the one difference here is that they have made already, I think, a couple of defenses of the championships this year, and they've done pretty damn well on all those defenses as well. So it's not going to be easy for the Bella Twins here at all, who of course got here by winning a fatal 4-way elimination tag team match only a few days back, defeating some very good teams. Alright then, slight crash of the old recording software there, but we're back up and running. Yeah, Skye and Kairi Sane done very well so far this year. Skye currently sits in 23rd position. Now they've had 2 defenses of the belt so far this year, and of course they have won them both. So yeah, Skye currently +4. Kairi Sane +2, so they do still need to keep building these points up. So the Bella Twins, of course, like I was saying, got here by defeating 3 pretty strong teams. Thunderstorm, the team of Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm. Rose Gold, the team of Mina Shirakawa and Mariah May. And Hate Supreme, which was the team of Tekla and Momo Watanabe. Which was surprised. Now, I wasn't expecting the Bella Twins to do so well, don't get me wrong, but hey-oh. And again, for some reason, the game does believe that all multiple-person matches, whether they're against each other or tag team, are all no disqualification, which I don't mind so much. You know, it's good fun, isn't it? It's all good fun. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I do... Again, it is what it is, don't get me wrong, but I do hope that Threedom retain here. But if the Bellas win, I don't think it's the end of the world. I think they're a good heel tag team to have. Big there. I think I get mixed up there. Yeah, so Brie is the one in the long white and Nikki is the one with the short, booty shorts, whatever you call them on. Skye now. Oh, went for the power bomb, but it was a Hurricanrana by Brie, and now wheelbarrow into the bulldog there by Kairi Sane. And Nikki's got the kendo stick through it. Kairi missed, and now also there's 2-1 inside the ring. The kicks here, summoning the spirit of her husband, Bryan Danielson. Have we got that on the rank? Yeah, we must have them two on there, surely. Oh my god, it's just ended. I was twatting about with the ranking system, and that match, that was brutal. How have the Bellas just done that so freaking quickly? Wow. Brie, Bella, and Bryan Danielson. There we go, added them onto the intergender tag team rankings. The Bella Twins are our women's tag team champions. That's not what I was hoping to be saying right now, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. They've done well. They've done really well, to be honest, and they've actually not just won this match, but freaking dominated it. It should not have been that easy for the Bellas. Off a leg drop as well. That was no leg drop, okay. What was it to finish it off then? I was looking at the ranking system. It was that big splash. Was that really what finished that massive splash? Nope, still going, okay. I keep getting ahead of myself, don't I? You had the was it the Danielson kicks that finished it off? Really? It was the Danielson kicks that did it. Wow. Well, it is what it is. The Bella Twins are now on our ranking system as the 6th ever Women's Tag Team Champions. I'm sure Threedom will be looking to get an opportunity to have a rematch for those belts at some point. But it is what it is, isn't it? Right, there we go. One at Evolution 2025 in match. There we go. 3 championship matches, 3 new champions tonight. It's not looking good for Stephanie Vaquer and Giulia, is it? And here we go. The SWE Women's YouTube Championship. Huge match this one. Stephanie Vaquer, who only won the belt a few weeks back when the DLC came out, will be getting a third. Will be making her first defense as she goes one-on-one with the old enemy, Mercedes Moné. Of course, this match happened as part of Forbidden Door last year. It's the match that probably helped Stephanie get herself the contract with WWE potentially. I'm sure they were interested already, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be very interesting to see how this one pans out. It could go either way at this point in time, to be honest. Both are rated pretty highly. And it's a big one. I mean, Mercedes had a decent year so far this year. I say that. Let me just double check before I find out I'm an idiot. I've not updated the ranks for the last match talking about being an idiot, have I? Kairi Sane moves down to a +1. Skye moves down to a +3. And Zibelez, Nikki and Brie Bella both move up to a 0. Anyway, what was I saying? Mercedes nuts. Mercedes Moné currently +4 this year, so yeah, she's gone from 0 to +4, so a big increase for her. Whereas Stephanie Vaquer is on +3, so slightly behind Mercedes Moné. But both of them need the points. Both of them should be higher up in the rankings, in my opinion, as well. And this is the greatest way to do it. You win these big opportunities as and when you get them. You hold the championship, you get more defenses, you get more points. It's win-win, really. I still can't believe how quick the Bella Twins turned over the greatest female tag team we've ever had here. Madness. Mercedes jumps over. Nice clothesline, taking down Stephanie. Mercedes now springs off the tornado DDT. That's pretty cool. So I've just seen one of the core creators is giving out faces. Pretty cool faces. He's made face scans of like fake people that you can use for putting into the game for your own original cores. They're pretty cool, to be honest. His name is the Rebel 426. If you want to see them, they're really cool. Anyway, Mercedes locking in the headlock. Keeping Stephanie grounded. Probably the smartest thing you can do with Stephanie. Mercedes now up on the middle rope. Looking for the elbow. That was defying the laws of gravity and physics. That was. Vaquer with the super kick. Decks Mercedes. Mercedes are getting some control back. I mean, the way the things are gone at the moment, it's not looking great for Stephanie. 3 championship matches so far this evening. 3 brand new champions. Who is going to come out on top? We've got the 2 big ones left. This one, of course, and then Giulia versus Awesome Kong in our main event. And sandwiched in between those 2 matches, we will have our 8-woman powerhouse showcase. Jade, Cargill, Bianca, Belair, Jordynn, Grace, Rhea, Ripley, Megan, Bayne, Chyna, Nia Jackson, Bozilla in an 8-woman elimination match. That'll be next up before, of course, that big main event. Giulia versus the awesome one, Kong herself. Lovely drop kick. Mercedes having a bit of fun. I wrote all these notes down. I think I have, yeah. That's fine. Just check make sure I've written some notes down the bottom of the sheet. I want to make sure I've put them on my actual main card for next week. We are hopefully going to be starting. I know I keep talking about it. I haven't done it yet. I know, I promise. We're going to be starting the Latin American Championship Tournament this week coming up. As long as I can get on top of the rest of the recordings, which I should be okay doing. I'm away for a couple of days this week, but I'm hopefully going to get it done. The fact that I'm recording this literally mere hours before it's due to go live is probably not the best thing for me, but we're going to cut down a bit in the videos, not to do quite as many next week. I think with what's gone on, we are maybe going to be looking at doing a week to celebrate the career of Hulk Hogan. I mean, love him or hate him. I mean, most people do hate him, but you can't deny what he was in the ring, and you've got to separate the art from the artist. Mercedes sending Vaquer off the ropes and now goes into the pin. It's a little bit optimistic at this point to get the pin from there, but Mercedes is in control of this match. She heads up top once again, willing Stephanie back up. Went for that diving meteor, one of her signature maneuvers, but Stephanie saw it coming, sidestepped it. Stephanie now heading up to the top herself. What does she have from here? Mercedes thought she got away by sliding out of the ring, and Stephanie just turns and cross bodies to the outside. Vaquer sending Mercedes back into the ring. And Stephanie with a springboard. Didn't quite get all she wanted there, but she got enough to take Mercedes down. And now Stephanie wrenching back at the leg. Nice leg drop as well. Only a 1 count, surprisingly enough. Stephanie now taking Mercedes on the shoulders. There's a pretty good match as well. It is going back and forth, and it really could drive away at this point in time. Mercedes rolling Stephanie through. Lots of reversals. These two have done their work. They know each other well. They know what to expect, and they know how to counter a lot of it as well. Backbreaker in to the Russian leg sweep there by Mercedes. Big frog splash by Mercedes. Summoning the spirit of the late, great Eddie Guerrero, one of her biggest influences of getting into wrestling. And now there is the bank statement, middle of the ring. Is Stephanie going to tap? It's not looking like she is at this point. No, Stephanie survives. And again, she released it and locked it straight back in. She's going to tap, isn't she? She's tapped. Another new champion. No way. Well, that loss put Stephanie back down to a +2. But Mercedes Moné is continuing her run. This year has really been the year for her. She's now going to be a +5 for this year and +5 overall as well, which is going to put her up in the top 20 of female rankings at this point. Mercedes Moné, first run as the YouTube Women's Champion. Following the footsteps of Chyna, Nia Jax, Lita, Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, Maki Ito, Chris Statlander, Toni Storm, Becky Lynch again at Stephanie Vaquer. Wow. Okay, it's not looking good for Giulia. Everyone else has lost their belt so far. So Vaquer won it back on the 30th of the 6th. She's held it for nearly a month, so she's done pretty well. I mean, this is her first defense, don't get me wrong, but she's held it for a while. Won at Evolution 2025 in a singles match. Oh, the singles ladies. Oh, the singles ladies. All right, we're doing lots of new champions this week so far, aren't there? And of course, we've still got one more championship match tonight and a few new ones tomorrow. A few more championship matches, shall I say, tomorrow in our TNA show as well. Right, let's move on to the Powerhouse. Powerhouse. Right then, 8-woman powerhouse showcase. 8-person elimination match. So, of course, everyone apart from the winner will be eliminated. So, tons of ranking points up for grabs. 8 overall. If you are the lucky person that gets 8 eliminations, which is not completely out of the question, but very unlikely. So, we should see a good spread here. Also, the debut of Bozilla, who is the woman in the black and blue, who just took out Jade Cargill there. Bozilla is someone who was working Marigold and now moved to Stardom, which is a bit like the opposite to what everyone else seems to be doing, to be honest. Did I add it to the rankings sheet? Bozilla. Nope. So Bozilla is going to be added onto the ranking system. Bozilla. Yeah, absolute beast. I've not seen her wrestle myself, to be honest, but I've heard some very good things, and she is an absolute powerhouse and a beast as well. Sort of filled the void that Bayne left in Stardom when she left and joined AEW, I suppose. Bozilla now with a kendo stick, and Bayne has already picked the victory this week against Rhea Ripley. Who knows? The likes of Bozilla and that could also pick up some good points here this evening, and we've already seen a resurgence of some more out there women, I suppose. Asha Kong winning the Hardcore Championship tonight, Meiko Satomura winning the Underground Championship. We can see a lot more of these sort of Japanese-influenced females really excel, which I like. I don't want people to believe that women's wrestling is just what happens in WWE, because they're wrong. WWE's women's wrestling division is probably the best division they have at this point in time. It's done very, very well over the last couple of years, but there are some fantastic competitors around the rest of the world as well. And of course, don't forget, we still have the main event of the evening for you after this one, as Giulia will defend the championship against Awesome Kong, who could quite easily been in this match as well, but of course she won the Women's Casino Battle Royal at the AEW All-In pay-per-view last week. Jax now putting the legs of Jade Cargill over the top. What's she going to go for here? Nia Jax Nia Jax for me in this match. I still can't talk. It's too bloody late at night. I want to go to bed. Nia Jax is probably the weak link in this one, but then again, she's just Samoan dropped Jade Cargill off the top rope, so who knows at this point. It's only a 2 count. I don't think that Jade's that great either, to be honest, in my opinion. I thought that she would be very good. She was decent when she left AEW. You could see the potential, but I don't feel like she's got any better since leaving. That's my opinion anyway. There's the pin here by Nia on Jade Cargill. Referee's taken a long time to get there though. Wasn't the best of work. Pile driver there as well. There by Bozilla on Bianca Belair. Again, the referee's slow to get there. Only a 2 count. Where does Nia sit there? Nia Jax is 4th in the rankings on +10. Bloody hell. Didn't realise she was so high up, to be honest with you. It looks like that is from Rumbles mainly, though, to be honest with you. For example, in 2023, she got a +5 after 3 matches. So she's obviously won some big matches there. Who else is someone we haven't seen a lot of? Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill, 5 matches and a +1 overall after those 5 matches. She's had 1 match so far this year, which of course was that Casino Battle Royal last week. Jordynn Grace needs some points, so obviously we tried to help her out a little bit recently and it didn't really work, it sort of backfired, but who knows? We shall see. Bozilla now work. See the size of Bozilla. Here she is now showcasing the strength, taking up Nia Jax into a powerbomb position. Big powerbomb as well. Should we have a little Google on Bozilla? I don't know a ton about her, to be honest. She is a German woman. The new alpha female, then, if you will. Trained by Ulf Herman, I've heard that name. Also trained by Scott D'Amore. Okay, that's interesting. Ulf Herman, better known. What's his normal name? I'm sure I've used him before, I'm pretty sure. I want to say, oh, it's his daughter. That's Ulf Herman's daughter. Okay. Ulf Herman was quite a big German wrestler. Worked in... Oh, he worked for ECW. Maybe that's where I heard his name before. Okay. Traveled to the United States where he competed in the Extreme Championship Wrestling. He made his debut to Doug Furnace. Quickly aligned himself with Lance Wright. Okay, so yeah, he had a few matches in ECW. That's where I've known his name from. That's what it is. Okay. That's takedown there by Bayne on Chyna. So currently, yeah, she worked a little bit in Marigold, now fully signed up with Stardom. Only made her debut back on June 2021. She was also a women's tag team... Is that tag team championships? It is, okay. Alongside somebody called Tank, who is a Dutch female wrestler I've never seen before. That's interesting. We could use that. Definitely we could use that. Nia Jax, big knee into the face of Bianca Belair. Well, I could use it if they've got a real... They haven't got a name. They're just called Bozilla and Tank. A bit like Shotzi and Tank. Bayne now, lovely Michinoku. Oh, it's a Falcon Arrow, wasn't it, actually? And now, after one big Falcon Arrow, a second big Falcon Arrow, this time on Rhea Ripley. Bayne looking to try, but attempt to pin. Oh my god, fucking hell, Bayne. Like a fighter jet, just absolutely decked Bianca Belair. Chyna dropping the double axe handle onto Nia Jax. Referee is getting pulled all over the place at this point. There's the jackhammer there by Jordynn Grace on Bayne. Doesn't go for the pin though. There's the big giant swing by Chyna on Nia. Is that something that Chyna ever did? I've never seen... I still can't fucking talk. That's not anything I've ever seen Chyna do. That's what I'm trying to get out of my mouth. Only a 2 count then as Rhea Ripley tried to eliminate Jordynn Grace. We're going to start to get to a point where we are just going to get loads, I think. Roll up here by Grace on Bianca Belair. Again, the referee's just very slow to get down. Lovely takedown there by Jade Cargill. There's the pin attempt. This could be the first elimination here. And only a 2 still. Wow. Oh, nice. Someone's created Tyson Tonka. Oh, that's a bit late, isn't it? We could have used that as part of our TNA week, and we're done now. Bianca. Rhea Ripley there with the Riptide on Jordynn Grace. And Jordynn Grace is the first one to be eliminated. Chyna now pinning Nia. And that is it, yeah. Okay, it took a while, but Nia was eliminated by Chyna. Jordynn Grace is having a shit show, isn't she, really? Really not doing well. We brought her in on the DLC. I've even given her a stat boost to make her stronger, and so far she's lost the triple threat match, and now she's lost this one as well. It's not going well for her. Oh my god. Bianca Belair was just casually walking past Megan Bayne, just throttled her into the chokeslam, onto the ring steps. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Bozilla now catching Nia Jax. Gonna go for a power. No, power driver, not power bomb. Boom! Jumping power driver on the outside. Bozilla now in for the pin. This could be an elimination. It is. Jade Cargill eliminated by Bozilla. As Bianca Belair now pinning Chyna. Only a 1 count. Referee was slow again, wasn't he, really? Ooh, Megan Bayne just got an elbow in the face. I think that was intended for Megan Bayne, but it worked. Rhea now with Chyna. Into the barricade. Chyna with a ready... I'm sure Chyna's moveset wasn't as good in real life. She's knocking out some stuff here I'd never seen Chyna do in real life. Bozilla now. Oh, here we go. Taking Chyna up into that pile driver as well. Bozilla's a beast. I'm loving this moveset. Referee is awful. The AI on these referees is terrible. Not even a 1 count because they're messing around. But Megan with the F5 on Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is gone. Eliminated by Megan Bayne. Ripley now with a powerbomb on Bozilla. Megan Bayne with F5 on Chyna. There's the pin. This could be another for Megan. Only a 2. Wow, Chyna. Chyna kicking out is the new 9th wonder of the world for me. Nice roll through there by Rhea. Very smart referee. Slow to get down, though. Only a 1 count. Now, nothing's actually on the line in this match. This is solely just for an opportunity to get a load of ranking points. But, like I said, if you force your way into the picture... I mean, if Megan was to win this one, then maybe I'd be tempted to give Megan Bayne something, just because of how well she's done this week alone. I mean, getting a one-on-one victory against Rhea Ripley. If she went on to win this as well, that would be huge. Bozilla now working over Chyna. Up into the gorilla press. No, Chyna fighting free. Lovely running dropkick to the back of the head there by Ripley. Bozilla staring down Rhea Ripley. Now the two of them go at it. It's Ripley who catches Bozilla and up into the Riptide. 1, 2, and 3. Bozilla, impressive debut, but eliminated by Rhea Ripley. And then there were 3. There's no way Chyna wins this match, is there, surely? There's only 3 people left in this match, and Chyna's the 4th best one out of them. Oh my god, look at that kick by Megan. Just booted Rhea's head off. Bayne now back in the ring. Chyna looking to re-enter the ring as well. Ripley back in the ring. All 3 of them now. Megan Bayne taking Chyna up. Implant Buster rolls her through in for the pin. For the 1, 2, and 3. We're down to these 2 again. Chyna eliminated. We're down to Megan Bayne versus Rhea Ripley. Can Megan pin Ripley for the 2nd time this week? Up on the shoulder now. Power slam. And now Megan Bayne willing Ripley back up to a standing base. In with a crossbody. And now in with a triangle choke hold. Megan Bayne's been insanely good this week. But Ripley is able to lift her and slam her down in with a little powerbomb. Ripley now, a big strike axe handle across the back as well. Ripley now taking Megan Bayne up to the top. I think if Ripley was to get the pin here, should we do a best of 3? These 2 both get 1 win over each other each. Ripley with a big superplex into the middle of the ring. And now look at Ripley. Just boots into the face of Megan Bayne. Bayne has already eliminated 2 people in this match, so she's going to walk out of this, as is Rhea as well. Both these ladies have eliminated 2 people each, so no matter what happens, they're both coming out of this at a profit. There's the pin with Ripley hitting the big splash. It's only a 2 count. And Ripley now stalking the grounded Megan. This could be the opportunity for a final Riptide. It is the Riptide, middle of the ring. Rhea stacks, iffy camera angle to say the best. And it's Rhea Ripley who does pick up the win here. And that's the sort of point that she needed. This is a strong showing from Rhea Ripley here. Let's do our updates. So first of all, Nia Jax. She was eliminated and got no eliminations. She moves down to a +9 after 13 matches. Still very high, to be honest with you. Chyna was eliminated but got 1 elimination, so she stays on a +8. Jade Cargill was eliminated but got no elimination, so she moves down to a 0. Bianca was eliminated with no eliminations, moves down to a +5. Megan Bayne. 2 eliminations, but lost the match. She moves up to a +5 after 3 matches, is that? I've lost it. Where is she? There she is. Yeah, +5 after 3 matches is still pretty damn huge for her, isn't it, really? Bozilla got 1 elimination and got eliminated, so after her debut, she stays on 0. Jordynn Grace, again lost. That moves her down to a -2 after 10 matches. And then finally, Rhea the Ripley, 1 match victory and 3 eliminations. Gives her a +4 overall on the day and a +6 overall. So she goes from 40th position up to 17th. That's what she needed. She should be a lot higher up the ranking system. The cream always rises to the top. then, the SWE Women's Championship on the line. You see the fans are after, can't you see? Giulia making her first defense of the title against Awesome Kong. Giulia currently sits on 23rd position on +4 after 14 matches. So she's doing okay, not as well as she should be. She should be much higher up, and this is one of those matches she needs to win to prove that. Awesome Kong. Has Awesome got an E in it? Hasn't it? Have I spelled it wrong? I think I spelled Awesome Kong wrong. Let me do it. Yeah, Awesome's got an E in it. Yeah, I've not put the E in it originally. Okay. We're fine. Awesome. Awesome Kong sits in 15th position, so she's actually higher than Giulia, and she is on a +7 overall. But then again, 5 of those points all came solely from the Casino Roulette? The Casino Gauntlet match last week at AEW. So far then, we have had 4 matches this evening involving championships and 4 brand new champions. The odds are not with Giulia tonight, but can she prove us wrong? It's going to be very difficult because Awesome Kong is a giant on the game, so Giulia is going to have that massive disadvantage of that as well. But her striking ability should be enough for her to hopefully do pretty well. Awesome Kong with the uppercut now grabs a hold of Giulia. Big elbows and a running drop kick into the waistline. That's what she needs to do. She needs to just keep Awesome grounded, keep pounding, and just use your striking ability. Use what you're best at. That's the best way forward for me. And here she is keeping her grounded once again, locking in their head scissors. Awesome Kong now bringing Giulia back up to a standing base before a big boot into the guts. Another one. And a big, stiff clothesline flattens Giulia. Running leg drop attempted. Giulia rolled out the way. But Giulia's back up with a boot across the back of the grounded Awesome Kong as well. Nice boot in the back of the arm, and Giulia in firm control, just goading the grounded Awesome Kong at this point. Before now, look at that. That's a lovely leg breaker there. Very smart move. I've not really seen much of those before, to be honest. Big boot right across the spine now by Giulia. Again, Giulia's definitely doing well here. I expected Awesome Kong to dominate this match a bit longer and then Giulia to try and turn it around at the end. But at the moment, Giulia's getting the majority of this. Heading up to the top. Before deciding against the dive. I think Awesome Kong may be slightly too far away. Awesome Kong managed to take Giulia down and stack her up. I mean, the body weight might be enough to hold Giulia down, especially in this position as well, but Giulia able to roll it through. Only a 2 count. Oh, look at the strength. That just ran straight through him. And Awesome Kong launching Giulia across the ring now as well. Neck first. Thrown around like a cheap bag of spuds. Giulia fighting back with a forearm across the chest. Thought might go springboard there. Didn't. Went for the... tried to get back in the ring, but got caught by Awesome Kong straight away, who now hits with the clubbing blows in the back and a tilt-a-whirl onto the back. Good submission hold here. And then... That's a... Okay. It's a really good reversal. I just don't see how it works, to be honest with you. You see Awesome Kong now stacked up in the corner. Giulia is stalking. Oh my god, Awesome Kong ran straight through. He's not being hit by a semi-truck. Absolutely flattened. Awesome Kong dropping the body weight into the arm now as well before stalking. We really could have 5 for 5 tonight in brand new champions. No. Oh, look at that knee in the face. Brutal by Giulia. Off the ropes. Look at that stiff forearm. Rocked Awesome Kong, who flopped to the ground. And now Giulia stalking. She gets back up to her feet. Oh, another big running knee strike. That could be enough. A knockout blow potentially for Giulia on Awesome Kong. It's only a 2 count. It felt like enough, but it never was. Giulia now round the back. Was it like a beautiful driver? I can't remember what her name's called. Now, it's a beautiful driver as well. Either way, it's bloody effective. It won the championship. Will it be enough to retain here against Awesome Kong? Or still only a 2? Wow. And another big knee in the face. Another pin. Surely there's only so much Awesome Kong can take, and that's got to be it. It's still only a freaking 2. Now a headbutt by Giulia as well. Awesome Kong busted open. You know what, Giulia's moveset's pretty cool here. I've never really seen a lot of these moves from her. I've not really watched that many full matches of hers, to be honest with you. Another big elbow drop is got to be eventually enough, surely. It is. It's the straw that breaks the camel's back. The big elbow drop, and finally somebody has retained a championship tonight. It is Giulia. Her first singles victory of the year. Puts her back up to a +5. Awesome Kong with that loss moves down to a +6. Big though. Very, very big, and well done to Giulia. Massive, massive title defense. Defended. Evolution 2025 against Awesome. Come on, here we go. Oh, there was a spelling mistake. I got it wrong. Evolution. God, that's a lot of letters in the wrong place, isn't it? Well, there we go then. Victory for Giulia. I mean, it was quite a convincing win as well, to be honest. I mean, Awesome Kong had her options. She had her opportunities. But to be honest, it was Giulia who really showed the most effective maneuvers in this match, with the big headbutts to the knee strikes to the glorious drive or whatever it's called, and then finishing things off with the big elbow drop, showing a great variation in the moveset and an ability to really pick out anything that's needed. Well, there we go. Victory then for Giulia. She remains your SWE Women's Champion, and that is just the beginning of our weekend. Don't forget, tomorrow we have our TNA Slammiversary pay-per-view as well. We've got an 8-man X-Division Cruiserweight Championship match. Ospreay defending against Amazing Red, Low-Key, Trey Miguel, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, Austin Aries, and Mustafa Ali. Demolition will defend the Tag Team Championships against the Lucha Brothers. Lance Archer defends the Hardcore Championship against Abyss, Raven, Sabu, Rhino, and RVD. A 4-way tag team match between the Hardys, the North, Kazarian and Daniels, and Beer Money. We will have a War Games match between the Main Event Mafia and the Aces and Eights. We'll have Sting going one-on-one against Christian Cage before the main event of the evening, Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles. And also as a little present tomorrow, as an individual match before that pay-per-view, Joe Hendry is going to be defending his YouTube Championship against good old EY Eric Young. So I'm going to love you, leave you good night. God bless. I'll be the same. Thank you very much for watching. Please do hit the like and subscribe and all that other good stuff if you're still here. If you're not still here, then screw the lot of you. Good night.